The young swordsman in the Verdant mountains. In the distant land of lush mountains and flowing waters, there was a place called Green Bamboo Valley. The valley, blessed with an eternal spring, was a sea of emerald bamboo forests, with trickling streams, birds chirping, and flowers blooming up paradise on earth. In this valley lived a young swordsman named Feng. Though only 12 years old, Feng was one of the finest swordsmen in the valley. His swordsmanship was not only swift and agile, but also resilient and flexible, much like the bamboo around him. His skill came from his ancestral sword, the bamboo leaf sword. This sword was as light as a feather, but incredibly sharp. Legend had it that the sword was forged from thousand-year-old bamboo leaves. Whenever Feng swung his sword, the blade would emit a gentle rustling sound, resembling bamboo leaves swaying in the wind. Feng had grown up in the valley, orphaned at a young age. His only companion was his elderly sword master, known as Bamboo Elder. Bamboo Elder often reminded Feng, a true swordsman's heart must be like bamboo, firm but flexible, strong yet gentle. The legendary flying bamboo tree. One day, while practicing his sword in the bamboo forest, Feng heard a sorrowful cry from the distance. Following the sound, he discovered an injured white crane lying on the ground. Its wings had been slashed by an arrow, leaving it weak and in pain. Unable to bear the sight of the suffering crane, Feng rushed to its side and applied herbal medicine from his pouch. As the crane slowly regained its strength, it spoke softly, "Thank you, young SWORDSMRN ... but my wing will never fly again." I was on my way to the flying bamboo tree. Only the leaves of that tree can heal me. But now I can no longer make the journey. The flying bamboo tree? Feng asked in surprise. What is that? The crane explained, in the depths of these mountains, there is a magical bamboo tree. Its leaves can take flight, carrying people through the skies. The leaves possess healing powers that can restore health to any creature, be it human or animal. Upon hearing the legend, hope ignited in Feng's heart. He decided to help the crane and find the flying bamboo tree to heal its wings. Bidding farewell to Bamboo Elder, Feng set out on a journey with his bamboo leaf sword and a few essentials to seek the mythical tree. The wisdom of the old tortoise. During his journey through bamboo forests and mountain trails, Feng encountered many peculiar creatures. The first was an old tortoise with a heavy shell, moving slowly, but with wisdom gleaming in its eyes. The tortoise looked at Feng and nodded slightly, saying, "Young swordsman, you carry a light sword, but bear a heavy responsibility. Are you seeking the flying bamboo tree?" Feng, surprised, asked, "How do you know?" The tortoise smiled and said, "There is nothing in this valley that I don't know." The legend of the flying bamboo tree has been passed down for 1,000 years. Many have tried to find it, but most have failed. The path is treacherous, requiring not only sword skills, but also wisdom and courage. Feng humbly asked for advice. "What do you suggest I do?" The tortoise spoke slowly. "Ahead in the gorge, there's a hidden path. It's the only way to the flying bamboo tree. But be cautious, the gorge is home to a band of mischievous monkeys. They will test your patience and wisdom. If you can pass their trials, you'll be able to move forward." Grateful for the tortoise's guidance, Feng continued his journey, knowing that this adventure would not only test his swordsmanship, but also strengthen his mind and spirit. The challenge of the monkeys. Following the tortoise's directions, Feng reached the hidden path. Just as the tortoise had warned, a group of clever monkeys lived there. These monkeys were not only skilled at jumping and climbing, but also loved to play tricks on travelers. As soon as Feng stepped onto the path, a monkey leapt down from the trees and blocked his way. "Young swordsman, if you want to pass, you must answer our questions."
Feng smiled and replied, "All right, ask away." The monkey grinned and asked, "When does bamboo grow?" The question seemed simple, yet it held a deeper meaning. Feng thought for a moment and said, "Bamboo doesn't grow at a fixed time, it has its own rhythm. Sometimes it grows rapidly in the spring, and other times it waits silently in the autumn. Like us, bamboo must wait for the right moment."
The monkeys clapped in approval. "Well answered. You are indeed wise." Now for the second question, why do bamboo leaves fall? This question was more profound than the first. Feng closed his eyes, imagining himself in a bamboo grove, feeling the bamboo leaves dancing in the wind. He softly answered, "The leaves fall because of the wind. The wind is an unseen force, and the leaves dance with it, eventually returning to the earth. Just like our lives, sometimes we are influenced by external forces, but in the end, we all find our way home." The monkeys, satisfied with his answer, stepped aside. Feng successfully passed their test and continued on his way. Feng returned to Green Bamboo Valley with the crane. Bamboo Elder looked at him with pride, knowing that Feng had not only found the flying bamboo tree, but had also learned valuable lessons about courage, wisdom, and kindness. From that day on, the legends of Green Bamboo Valley included the story of the young swordsman who became a hero through his kindness and perseverance. The once injured crane often soared above the valley, showcasing its graceful flight for all to see. Through this adventure, Feng realized that true strength did not just come from swordsmanship, but also from the heart. Though still young, his spirit had grown much stronger. He often thought back to the flying bamboo tree and the friends who had helped him along the way, the wise old tortoise, the mischievous monkeys, and the flying bamboo leaves that carried him to hope.
As the story ends, Feng continues his training in the valley, knowing that countless more challenges await him. Each adventure will make him stronger and wiser.